Hello and welcome back to Indie Gamer. I'm in Toronto today, so I won't be able to stream on Twitch. So it's just going to be on YouTube, and that is it. Today I'm going to be testing a game that I just saw on itch.io, and I was like, ooh, speak to me. Because it's called The Dream Alchemists. It seems to be mainly storytelling and all that. So hopefully it's going to be fun, and let's get started. So hopefully, oh, it's not a Unity project, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Cancel. Mac. I don't like you. I like you less and less. How do we do that again? Oh yeah, open it. Yeah. Open. Okay. Oh, it's not full screen. Can I make it full screen? Yeah. Cool. So that should work. I'm just gonna make sure. Oh, and because I don't want my face, okay, yeah, I don't want my face in video capture when it's an indie game, because I want the footage to be clean. Let me just double check it's casting properly, and we'll get started. I'm really just curious about the whole thing, and the look is cool, so I'm kind of really keen. But okay. Okay. When it's live. Okay, that should be better. I like the music, and I like the art style, so I was like, ooh, yes. Because with the research I'm doing around psychology and all that, and the Freudian and Jungian stuff, and the dream is always coming back, and the alchemist is also a thing that is coming back quite a lot lately, so I was like, yes, let's do this game. Let's start. Okay. The room, when it comes into focus, is homely. A small pub by the look of it. Like putting you in it right away. Okay. Round wooden table crammed together, a roaring fireplace, and a pussycat curled up on an armchair, all blanketed by the soft of conversation. Okay. As far as dream worlds go, this one's goodie. Thankfully, the target is sitting alone at the bar. This should be easy. took a seat nearby and ordered gin. And when I say ordered, I mean I willed the drink into existence. I might be on the job, but I can have a little fun, can't I? The target is Ambassador Sylly of a neighboring nation. Relations between our countries have been strained for a few years now. Okay. It's my job to discover exactly why he is in my country. Is he friend or foe? I'll have a look at my surroundings. The surfaces in the pub are vivid shade of fuchsia, too bright to be a real establishment. The people around us are blurry and featureless, a telltale sign that this is a dream. Okay. I watched him out the corner of my eyes as I drank. Something felt slightly off about him, but I couldn't quite put my finger on that. On what? The man blinked through watery eyes, taking me in. If he recognized me from the waking world, it didn't mention. Drink up, sweetheart. Let's play along. I swallowed my feelings and put my lips into a sickly sweet smile. I've met you before. What's your name again? What's your name? No. Got a choice or what's the deal? Holly. My name is Holly, Ambassador Sylly. I work at the castle. The ambassador nodded. That's right. He poured himself another drink. Well, this isn't my dream. I'm still the one in control. At this very moment, the ambassador is asleep, unaware he is about to be sweet-talked into revealing more than he'd like. Not like inspired by Inception. When we wake, he will be none the wiser. To him, this will just be okay. Another bizarre dream, soon to be forgotten. For me, this is an opportunity to learn what's really going on. Anyway, it's time to get the show on the road. You know what I am, don't you, Ambassador? A lovely young lady. A trader of secrets. I can make anything in the world come true for you, right here, right now. All you have to do is sell me a secret in exchange. A secret? Shh. He slapped a hand across his mouth and nearly toppled off his stool, knocking over a half pint of ale in the process. There was no danger of being overheard. The other people in this bar aren't real, but he doesn't know that. What kind of secret? First, tell me what you want. Anything in the world. I know what I want. I want to know about the plant. An unflavored bird gifted to my employer, the Queen, as a peace offering from a neighboring empire. An empire that we've been at war with until quite recently. Anything? Sure, if I were a genie and you could wish for anything, that would be it. What would it be? I want a wife, a cottage with petunias in a window box, and a dog, a big, slobbery, energetic one. Okay? He continued to rattle off the list of things to make his ideal life complete. It was all very wholesome, really, and I realized I kind of liked this man. Would you be surprised if I told you that many men list sexual favors or money when I tell them I can make them dream come true? Threesomes and piles of gold are the boringly standard choices. And that's the world we live in. This wish is very sweet, and I'm more than happy to arrange it. But I still need information to take back to the waking world with me. Really? You can wish for anything and you want a cottage? Not to say there's anything wrong with that wish, I'm just surprised. Tell me about the flower and it's all yours. The flower? Yeah, the one you brought from Cato. A gift for the king and queen of Sylly. Oh, well, I'm not supposed to... Damn. Come with me, your new home is just down the road. It is? Sure, had you forgotten? No, of course not. And because I said that, the house was just down the road. Damn, I'm good. There it is. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Clearly intoxicated, he wiped away a tear. But you can't go in yet. You haven't told me a secret. You said you would tell me about the flower. It's not really subtle, is it? No, I did not. The man was suddenly nervous, scuffing his feet and avoiding my eye. This might be tougher than I expected. I mentally snapped my finger and willed the dream to change. Gone was the little cottage on the hill. Instead, we were in a small dark room, not much bigger than a closet. The ambassador, although I seriously doubted he was the Caedonian ambassador, had lost his balance as aSMPgame changed. I pushed him back into a chair and real straps slithered around his wrists. The kerosene lamp materialized in my hand and I swung it into his face. The ambassador, his eyes watering, turned away from the bright light. A tattoo of the letter L stood out on his neck. You don't want to play nice? Fine, I don't want to either. Tell me about the flower. Please don't do this. If the flower is dangerous, then I need to know. What if people get hurt, Ambassador? The man shook his head. Tell me. I can't. I'll protect you, but you have to help me. I hated lying. If he was a terrorist, then I could do little to protect him from the law of our land, but saving lives was priority number one. Right. The flower. I don't know much really, but I do know. What I do know is that it only flowers at midnight on the longest night of the year, which is 2 days from now, correct? Yes, only don't get too close to it when it opens. I watched a drip of sweat run down his forehead and into his eye. Why? I really can't say. Yes, you can. I had enough information at this point to end the dream on my end and report to the Queen that we had a Trojan horse on our hands. But I wanted to know exactly what we were dealing with, even if it was just for the satisfaction of seeing a job to the end. Don't tell anyone I told you this. I mean it. My life's on the line here. You'll need to leave the castle tomorrow. The flower is called Noxantia. When it blooms, it will release a noxious gas that will suffocate anybody within range of it. Ooh, how much range? I don't know. That's everything I know about it. Don't you feel the least bit guilty that your actions are going to kill people? Of course. Do you think I had a choice? I'm just a slave. I was promised freedom. Yep, they all promise you freedom in exchange of doing what they want you to do for their benefit. You're not the ambassador of Cato? I am nobody, I swear. Who sent you to the castle of Sylly? I don't know. But you know what the flower does. Who told you about the flower? Who gave it to you? I told you I don't know. A man in a cloak visited my master. I wasn't privy to the conversation. I was only told the purpose of the flower, so I know not to dally. I sighed. There's no point punishing him in the dream world. There would be plenty of punishment tomorrow when he wakes, and I suspect for some time to come. Right, let's end this. Okay. I terminated the dream, pulling myself up through the layers of consciousness. You have a typo there. I felt the heaviness of my real body back in my own bed. It's pre-dawn, quiet and calm. I rolled out of bed and staggered over to the bathroom to splash cold water on my face. Dream walking is never a good night's sleep. It's bloody exhausting actually, but then so are most jobs around here. I'm actually very fortunate. My real job title is Dream Alchemist, and I wasn't exaggerating when I said I was employed by the Queen of Sylly herself. It's my job to infiltrate the sleeping minds of suspected spies and terrorists and gather enough information to prevent an attack against our kingdom. That's not really ethical, but that's what capitalism is. Not really ethical. The gold hair, that's a telltale sign of a dream alchemist, and we are born, not made. And without sounding like I'm bragging, we are very rare. I've never met another one and I've been searching my whole life. Walking the dream world of another soul is pretty easy once you know how. I just cut a single strand of my gold hair and steep it in a pot. just like tea. Then, right before I sleep, I drink it, but I remove the hair once the gold seeps out. Because, ew, nobody likes to cough up fur balls. Others aren't so fussy. Anybody who possesses even a single gold hair from an alchemist can dream big. Can dream what? Not big. That's my lapsus. I'm a bit tired, sorry, I didn't have much sleep because of the flight, so I'm a bit losing it slowly. Anybody who possesses even a single gold hair from an alchemist can dream walk. Ah, okay. Our hair is more valuable than actual gold. For that reason, I have to be very careful when I leave the trusted community of the castle and head into the surrounding city. It would be dangerous if people knew that I'm carrying a head full of hair worth more than they'd make in a lifetime. Luckily, the queen pays me more than enough, and I get to keep my gold strands on my head. My life within the confines of the castle is pleasant enough. I have enough to work to keep me busy, and Queen Kiva is like a mother to me. She gave me refuge, an education, and a purpose in life. Was I right, doll? Theodore stopped me on my way to the dining room for breakfast. He and I have a running bet to see who can correctly guess the desire of my usually deserving victims. Let's go for now. Dead wrong. Couldn't be more wrong, in fact. He wanted a sweet little cottage with a garden, a loving wife, and an even more loving dog. Damn, I've never guessed the guy was such a straight arrow. Oh, Theo. You need to learn so much. Sometimes you just can't pick them. What would you have wished for? Theo chuckled. You don't want to know. Then I think I already do know. Theo fell into step beside me, and we strode down the airy hallways of the enormous castle. A slender grey cat departed between my feet. Bugger, I thought sorry, I'm gonna start again. Bugger, I thought I had this one figured out too. Are you sure he wasn't a masochist on the side? I don't know how much I have in charisma. I didn't even have any opportunity to increase or do anything around the stats. Fail. To pass this stat must be higher than the other stats. Theo raised an amused brow. I shook my head. Never mind. Okay, so how do I open the inventory if I don't really? Okay, what else did you learn? Is the flower just a flower? I sighed. Technically, I wasn't allowed to share information I learned from the dreamwalking with anyone other than the royal family and their inner circle. but I could always told Theo. He and I had been living in the castle together since our early teens. His family is so wealthy, I don't think even he knows exactly how much gold they have. Too much to count. He tells me. He tells the girls of the castle. He comes from a family of bankers. His father is the financial advisor and his mother the cultural advisor for the royal family. Theo himself has no much preparation at the role. Sorry, my eyes are closing down slowly. We studied alongside each other growing up, tutored in room far too extravagant in schooling. Now we are in our 20s and he doesn't feel. What? He doesn't do much with his time. Sorry, like I'm saying, I'm tired. I'm doing more and more mistakes as I speak. Unless you counted flirting and fooling around as recreational activities, which I'm sure he does. I fell heavily into a dining chair. How graceful. Shut up, you know I'm tired. If you're not going to tell me about the flower, I'm just gonna assume it's extremely dangerous. Let him think what he likes. I'm not going to tell you, Theodore. You know I hate it when I call you your full name. I know, that's why I did it. Theo crossed his arms. Holly, is this flower business that serious? Are people going to die? I tore a croissant in half, the crumb shattering over the tablecloth. That's all I'm saying. This is a discussion for the War Council of which you are not part. Oh, come on, you're barely a part of the council itself. Yep, I'm intelligence. I am a very important member. Okay? Yeah. Heard it all before. Save your breath, doll. I've told you, whatever. The meeting's about to start anyway. I don't have time to argue with you right now. Theo leaned back on his chair and smiled. Excuses. Oh, it's been 30 minutes already. Asking about his plan for the day, flirt a little, ignore him, is being especially annoying this morning. I guess I'll just ask him what his plans are for the day. What are you doing with your morning while I'm stuck in a meeting? He shrugged and yawned. Bit of this, bit of that, the usual. Like you best said, I'll come find you after the meeting. Sure. Theo waved me away. Bye. The council never meet in the same room twice. The general, who I've long thought overly paranoid, change location every month to prevent potential espionage. And there's never a shortage of drafty empty rooms within the colossal castle. How hard is it to light a fire once in a while? So that reminds me of the Tremere Chantry in Bloodlines, but I don't think this game has anything related to Bloodlines, so it's interesting because there's quite a few parallels, or even the look that reminds me of the Tremere Chantry. It should be in red, but Usually I reported my findings to the Queen alone, but today she and the King requested the whole council to be present to hear what I'd learned dreamwalking. The council meeting was held in an unused room tucked away in some dusty corner of the castle. Ornate beams framed the room, some chairs were scattered around. Everyone was already here. I must be the last. Seated in the largest chair were King Eric and Queen Kiva. For as long as I've lived at the castle, the Queen has cared for me like a mother. The fact that she's royalty and I'm not has never changed that. Of late, the kind has disapproved of that relationship. I'm assuming that's supposed to be the king? To the king's other side sat Theo's father, Vincent Ambrose, whom Theo mockingly calls Daddy Vinny. I tried to wipe the smirk off my face before it was noticed. Also present were General Acker, Nurse Erie, and Captain of the Guard, Astrid Fitzpatrick. Along with a couple more faces I was unfamiliar with, assistants and scribes, I assume. A grey cat sat alert on a chair. I knew this cat. I named him Dusty. I often petted him around the castle, but I never worked out who he belonged to. After a few minutes of flushing around while everyone greeted and got settled, Queen Kiva asked. Okay, I'm gonna finish those few sentences and I'm gonna go and have an extra nap. Queen Kiva asked me to delay what I'm seeing during my dream walk. So many things. Nobody was surprised to learn that the flower was a threat, an assassination attempt. It was why I wasn't sent to investigate in the first place. However, as soon as I'd relayed the dream, voices erupted in trying to be heard over another. Vincent said he's not the Caledonian ambassador. Are you? Yeah, that's why he would say that, wouldn't he? He wouldn't want us to know that this was a direct attack by the Empress. What if it wasn't? Who else could Fernsby work for? We don't know who he is. Ooh, what's that? Oh, I saved. Okay, why? Did I do anything? Did I click on something myself? Oh, is that the end of... Okay, I'm not sure if I clicked on anything or if it's the end of the game or the demo, but I'm gonna leave it at that and I'm gonna go do a nap. Sorry, my eyes are closing down and I'm struggling to fight it, TBH. So it was interesting, cool vibe, interesting setup. I like the characters too, nice music. And that is it. I'm gonna definitely give it another shot, see if I can reload my game and go a bit further. But for today, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. My eyes are closing down, and so I'm gonna go and have a nap because I've been not having a couple of good nights lately. So I'm gonna do that for now.